I don't wanna call you later. You're tearing my heart up like it's paper, and somehow you turn to a stranger.
Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're at RENISHA JESVITA. I have too many channels, so I've kind of lost track. But today, you're at RENISHA JESVITA, and I saw that you guys really loved my choco mug cake recipe because it was a simple recipe, let's be real, and it tasted insanely nice. For those of you who haven't watched it, go watch it. But for those of you who have watched it and like feel like it's not yet perfect, I did try it without the egg, and let me tell you, it just came way better. And I just kept it for like 45 seconds. I did this with my cousin, and it came insanely nice. So if you all want like a even more perfect version of it, that's the, how do I say, that's the element that you need to keep in mind about. But today we are going to make white sauce penne pasta, chicken basically. I'm really excited because that's a pasta that I've done numerous times. I've had numerous of my friends try it as well, and they've all loved it. And I am more than excited to share that recipe with you. But for now, firstly, we need to go get chicken. For some reason, that guy at the chicken shop always gets irritated when I go and be like, I want boneless chicken. And he goes like, I'm like, bro, like I'm paying for this. I ain't asking this for free. But I don't know. I don't know what goes on in his mind. I hope that today will be a far better interaction. So we just need to get chicken, we need to get milk, we have the rest of the ingredients, but I am going to make like a double check, and then we're gonna head out and get our chicken. So hi everyone, I'm back from the market and I have got our main ingredient with chicken. It's in here. So for the ingredients that are required for this pasta, you obviously need pasta in itself. I have this much remaining, so it's kind of emptying what I have. Also, you don't really need to stick with penne pasta itself. There are a lot of different options. So if you have some pasta left over at home remaining that is yet to be cooked, I would suggest use it, because like ultimately it is going to taste amazing. But yes, penne does have that, I don't know, I just like this white sauce pasta with penne preferably. So we have our penne pasta, we've got our chicken, we have got our milk. We only need little milk, like extremely little, but it also depends on how saucy you want your pasta to be. Then you've got the Amul cheese. I have got this kind of cheese. So it's like this whole thing comes in like blocks like this, and the reason I got this is because this is actually incredibly helpful. Because last time I got like a smaller version. I think this is, so this is 200 gram. I think I got the 100 gram. The issue with the 100 gram is that it does not come in blocks like these, and during that instance what happens is, if you cut the cheese and you leave it open, no matter how much you cover it, it gets like kind of spoiled, and I didn't want to do that again. So yeah, I have a little bit of butter. This was like the same butter that was remaining from the chocolate cake. Lol. And then I have garlic. There's garlic in here, so we have that left. I'm also checking if I missed anything. Oh, wait. So this is like my primary ingredient, which is what makes my pasta look amazing, and that's this only pasta mix. It is insanely good, and trust me when I say you do not need any seasoning. But for those of you that do order a lot of pizzas at home and have those oregano and chili flake seasoning, even that works. But I don't have much of it at home, so this is my go-to. And our star ingredient, maida, as well. We need very little of it, but as someone who bakes very often, I do have, maida quite a bit. And I think that's pretty much it. And then you have salt and pepper and, like those mixes, which I will talk about as we get along. So let's go. Oh, also, I kind of like clean my kitchen, and I'm kind of like obsessed with how it looks. The only reason this looks odd is because there's supposed to be maida on top, and then this comes at this height, so it looks good. Anyway, the first thing we are going to do is, so we are going to do two things. That is, number one is put our pasta in this and boil it, since pasta takes quite a bit of time, and then soak chicken as required, so that you can just clean it before we chop it off. And I'm going to just attach my mic here. Let's go. Can you hear me? I hope you do. Also, just a piece of advice, when you're adding the salt, only add little, because the first time I ever made this, I was mixing the pasta water in my pasta and I forgot that I had too much salt and it had become salty. So just beware of that. Just going to give it a teeny little mix and then we're gonna keep it in our gas. I'm so grateful for my brother for giving me this. Now that we have our pasta boiling, let's wash our chicken. So because we ordered like quite a bit of chicken, we are not washing the whole thing, obviously. Like, we are going to wash a bit and then keep the rest in our freezer so that we can use when necessary. Also, let me just remove this. I want the audio to be clear. Lol. Also, there's a very funny story. So there's this one chicken shop that I've been going to. And when I say I've been going to this chicken shop, I mean I have been going to them for the last 4 years, okay? And I've never had an issue with them. But what happened today is suddenly he was like, "Oh, I can't give you boneless chicken, like I told you guys before, right?" And he's like, "If you want, you have to take it with the bone," which is not an issue for me because it's not like I don't like boneless chicken, or it's not like I don't eat boneless. Like, sorry, I don't eat with the bone. I do. In fact, I love it. But when I want boneless chicken, why the heck should I get the one with the bone just for you, right? I was like, yeah, no. And I discovered another place, which now I know I'm going to be a loyal customer to. And it was actually pretty clean as well. So I kind of forgot the recipe, lol. Just go check out the recipe. So this was bought 4 years ago again. And we are going to be making our pasta in this. This area is messy, so let's just ignore that. We're gonna keep it like very slow and we're gonna add a bit of oil. Please don't fall. Okay, so our next step is to like cut the chicken, and we have to put chicken, salt, pepper and garlic. So while the gas is on low speed, we are gonna chop our chicken. It's actually he's done it pretty small pieces because I had asked him to. Oh, and that's the other thing about this place. They actually listened. Well, God does things for a reason. I'm just keeping this really slow because I don't want my chicken to burn or anything. But that is what we are kind of putting first. So I wanted to shoot this video like before it becomes dark, because then I don't have good lighting. And it's... Oh, also like I probably should have said this much earlier in the video, but like if you're a vegetarian, maybe replace it with like paneer. I can assure you it will still taste nice, because one day I didn't have chicken and I was still craving this, and so I just like made my white sauce pasta without chicken, so it still tastes nice. Okay, we have our chicken cut. Is it raining? No. And chop the garlic. Garlic gives a very, like, how do I say, subtle but important texture to this pasta. So yeah, but make it as small as possible though. You wouldn't want like a huge chunk of garlic when you're having your pasta, right? So unless you are someone who is garlic obsessed, because I do know some people. So you kind of have to like shallow fry the chicken, because you don't want it to be like brown, but you don't want it to be undercooked, but you don't want it to be overcooked as well. Just adding a bit of salt and pepper. Swad anusar. And our pasta is still cooking. Don't worry, we are not forgotten. It needs to cook. I am not undercooking it because I did that last time. So now the chicken is cooking and so is the pasta. But here is where things speed up a little bit, okay? Because like once I take off the chicken, I have to add some oil or butter and I have to chop the onions. And once they are soft enough, add maida, add milk, add cheese, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Then mix in the chicken and the pasta. That's where things speed up a bit, but we've got this. I'm not sure, bro. I think we can like kind of chop our chicken, onion, now that we've got time. I don't think I'm putting the full onion, or maybe I will. Let's see. Super jealous. Ta, 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 ta. That's the only line I know, but I actually really like that song. So that's how the chicken looks right now, and this is the pasta that's boiling. I'm going to take off the chicken and going to add the chopped onions. So let's go. Now we are going to add our butter, which is very little anyway, so just going to add this. Someone please remind me to like get butter. I always forget. Thankfully I had a little left, because like if you told me that I had to go get it again, I would like have lost my mind. So yeah. Now make sure your butter is mixed throughout. Ta-da! We're gonna add our onions. Our pasta is done, so we're gonna like strain it. Where's the strainer? I did not find a strainer, so I did a jugaad. Anyway, so our onions are sorted enough. I'm going to just take maida and mix it. Now here's the thing about maida. When you mix it with the onions, it gets like sticky. It sticks to the onions and it looks like a dry thing. Do not be scared about it. There's genuinely nothing to be scared about. That's just how it's going to be until it properly mixes and looks like a white sauce pasta. So don't be worried about it. The recipe says to mix it like for 1 minute. I don't always mix it for 1 minute, but I do mix it quite a bit. Okay, we're gonna mix milk. This is our Nandini packet. So we're gonna mix this into that. Okay. Also, always remember it's better for it to be more saucy than for it to be less saucy. So if you get what I mean, like you don't want it to be dry, because that sucks. So now comes the part that is personally hard for me, and that is to grate my cheese. If I had like a proper grater, the one that holds, so you can just grate it down, that would be nice. But this is my grater, and so we're just gonna make do with it. So I usually use 2 of these blocks. They are more than enough. More than that, it's just going to be too cheesy and take away the whole point of making a pasta. We're gonna just grate cheese because this takes quite a while. So, fuck. Did I just drop it? Yes, I did.
I knew when I saw you, didn't care about the party.
I absolutely hate this part where the cheese breaks, and I'm like, bro, you're already small enough, like stick together, please. And this is also the part where I just give up. This is slippery because I dropped it in this mixture once. So, just making my life harder for myself. I love making this pasta, but like, so I love making this pasta, but no one tells you about the cleaning, because that is insane, bro. Anyway, we have mixed the cheese, so let it cook and let it become a little creamy before we add our chicken and our pasta. With what could be cleaned, so the only thing that's left, I hate this. Okay, so the only thing that's left to be cleaned is like the chicken and the pasta containers. Oh, also this is my favorite part of making this pasta, like this. Also, I'm sorry if I'm looking there instead of here. The sauce is becoming creamy enough, so we're gonna add our chicken.
Wishing all of these people would just head out so we can talk.
So usually like you can add the chicken and then you can add the pasta, but what I personally do is after I add the chicken, I give it a little time, kind of like just soak in everything, and then I add the pasta.
I could tell by the smile when you asked where to write your name.
So it's all done. I'm just going to let the sauce become a little more creamier, so it soaks in, like the pasta soaks in the sauce, and that way it just tastes even better.
On my wall.
So this is how it looks. It obviously has to mix a bit because it got a little too watery, but again I prefer it to be watery and then it soaks up the sauce than it to be dry. So yay. Okay, so our pasta is officially done. It became creamy, and the whole point is to never keep it on high heat, like you don't want it boiling, but keep it on low heat until it becomes creamy. This is our pasta. It looks insane. Dude, this is good. You know when like you're making the same dish but you just know you have made it better than the previous times you made it? Yeah. Like the pasta is perfectly cooked, the chicken is perfectly cooked, the taste is insane. This is amazing. I'm so glad I made this. So, hey everyone, that was my vlog. That was me making white sauce penne pasta, chicken penne pasta, and I had lots of fun making it and having it. I literally finished it, but I have not washed my plate because I'm gonna go have it again because that's how amazing it tastes. I hope you all had fun watching this video, and if you all try it, make sure to tag me on Instagram at Renisha Jesvita so I can watch your recipes as well. And I will see you all on the next one. Also, I don't know if we will hit 1000 subscribers when this video comes out, but either way, please make sure to drop a subscribe because I know it's a small thing, but it means the entire world to me. And make sure to drop a comment as well. And I will see you all on the next one. Bye bye.
I don't want